Good afternoon, everybody. Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, January 27th, 2025. Okay, I did a video a few hours ago. I shared with you that I had seen Comet G3 Atlas from our location here in Yucatan, and it brought out some information about Trump being the moonchild. Now let me go over this information with you real quick, and then I have more information to add to this to show you why they believe that Donald Trump is the moonchild that is written about in the Aleister Crowley novel Moonchild, and that Donald Trump is the fulfillment of that prophecy written by the father of the Church of Satan, Aleister Crowley. Okay, I don't normally get into things like this, and I had no idea that I would even be on this trail. It's not something I was looking for, but something that really was brought to my attention, and I want to share information with you that I have found connecting us to why they believe Donald Trump is the moonchild that Aleister Crowley prophesied. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you is that, okay, we saw this comet last night here, okay, in Yucatan, okay. Comet G3 Atlas is this comet, Comet G3 Atlas. Okay, now to confirm this, the sun in the west set last night, and a little bit after sunset, we saw this comet here, and then later on, we saw Venus and Saturn bright in the western sky as they were coming down now, setting. Once the sun set, these appeared, but before they appeared, it was this comet that appeared right on the horizon. Okay, so it was right on the horizon that we saw it after the sunset. Now, if you go to G3, I didn't share this in my previous video, but if you go to Hebrew Strong's G3, Hebrew Strong's G3, Greek 3, G3 is Abaddon. Abaddon. Okay, so when you look at this comet, it's G3 Atlas. And G3 is Abaddon, which means destroyer, destroying angel, or place of destruction. So then from there, as we were looking at this situation, we're realizing that the moon is coming up on Capricorn. Okay, and the new moon is going to be over the next day or so. On the 28th, the moon is directly in front of Capricorn. Okay, and as soon as I saw this, I saw this post that came out over the last day, and this was on Donald Trump Jr.'s page, and so I went here and I pulled up this picture and I wanted to see more. Okay, yes, it could be Donald Trump looking at himself in the mirror and he's the goat. Or it could be something else facing the goat. Okay, and someone else brought to my attention that enemies could mean enemies. But so I saw Donald Trump here in front of Capricorn, and this is a picture of a goat. It's connected to Donald Trump. This just came out yesterday or the day before. Okay, and then right in front of Capricorn is the moon. All right, then I was sparked. I was sparked because I had heard in the past that Donald Trump was called the moonchild. Okay, so I did some research and I found that Aleister Crowley did a book, wrote a book in 1917. It wasn't published until 1929, called The Moonchild. Okay, now we can read a little bit about this and we can see what this is all about. And then there's confirmation to this from the birthday of Donald Trump that this is most likely connected to him as the moonchild. And I will share that with you in a minute. But before we get there, let's go over this information from this moonchild book. Okay, so here is the plot. A year or so before the beginning of World War I, a young woman named Lisa LaGiuffria is seduced by a white magician, Cyril Gray, and persuaded him into helping him in a magical battle with the black magician and his black lodge. Gray is attempting to save and improve the human race and condition by impregnating the girl with the soul of an ethereal being, the moonchild. To achieve this, she will have to be kept in a secluded environment, and many preparatory magical rituals will be carried out. The black magician Douglas is bent on destroying Gray's plan. However, Gray's ultimate motives may not be what they appear. The moonchild rituals are carried out in southern Italy, but the occult organizations are based in Paris and England. At the end of the book, the war breaks out and the white magicians support the Allies, while the black magicians support the Central Powers. On October 28, 1929, okay, because in the publishing of the book there are no specific dates given. The first date we are given in this summary is October 28th, and here we have again the 128 code. 128. Okay, we are constantly reminded of the moods of Anatole France and the methods of Rabelais. From extensive dissertations on magic and spiritualism, we are suddenly switched into humor that is sometimes normal, sometimes sardonic. From a glimpse into the blackest mysteries of Hecate, we are transferred to a wonderful white vision of the poets. From the trivialities of peace, we emerge into the horrors of the Great War. Moonchild is not more fantastic than a thoroughgoing thriller, but is also a satire and an allegory full of disorder and genius. Okay, I'm not going to read more of this except that there was another work written by Jack Parsons and Ron Hubbard. Ron Hubbard is the founder of Scientology. And this work, Babylon Working, was inspired by Moonchild. Babylon Working was supposed to manifest an incarnation of Babylon who would then carry a magical child or a moonchild. So when we look at Donald Trump, we're going to see that he was born on June 14th, 1946. Okay, Donald J. Trump, born June 14th, 1946. Okay, this is 61446. Or we can also see that it is a 6 with a 144 in the middle and another 6. Or we can see that this is 6 plus 14 plus 46, which equals 66. Okay, so you have the date, this whole date situation with Donald Trump. 6, 144, and 6. Or it's 6 plus 14 is 20 plus 46 is 66. Okay, now here is a letter. Remember, the book of Aleister Crowley was written in 1917, not published until 1929. But here is a letter written by Aleister Crowley on the day of Donald Trump's birth, June 14th, 1946. This is a letter written by Aleister Crowley on June 14th, 1946. Okay. Donald Trump was born on June 14th, 1946. Donald Trump was born on a blood moon eclipse. Recently, Donald Trump posts unusual campaign ad amid the solar eclipse event. What blocks out the sun? Okay, the moon. We will save America. Okay, he's representing himself here as the moon. So let's look at this letter written by Aleister Crowley on Donald Trump's birthday. And a lot of this language is language of Satanists. These are Satanists. Aleister Crowley founded the Church of Satan on April 30th, 1966. I was born on April 30th, 1968. 2 years after the Church of Satan was founded. Okay, Aleister Crowley to Grady McCurtry. Thrice illuminated, thrice illustrious, and very dear brother, do what thou wilt shall be the while of the law. And then after this phrase, which is the motto of the Satanists, at the end of the second paragraph here, it talks about apparently he or Ron or somebody is producing a moonchild. I get fairly frantic when I contemplate the idiocy of these goats. So we have the connection to moonchild and goats on a letter written by Aleister Crowley on the day of Donald Trump's birth. Donald Trump, the moonchild, and they're talking about the goats. Just as I showed you that the moon is going to be right in front of the goat Capricorn 7 days after they announced Stargate on January 21st. Now I'm going to share a video with you by Angel White Channel called June 14th, 1946, The Birth of the Beast. And he has also seen this connection and has put this into a video. And then after this clip, I can show you a number of other resources if you'd like to look more into this, but I want to share this piece of information with you here.
This is the dawn of a new eon. None of us can stand on the sidelines, especially those of us with the power to bend the world to our will.
Apparently he, or Ron or somebody, is producing a moonchild.
You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
And here under this video, I'll leave the link for you to the video I just shared with you, and under this there's a longer video about Donald Trump, Babylon working, aka Moonchild, 13-minute video. I'm not sure if this is related to the same topic or not, but Donald Trump, the Beast in the Mirror, finding that interesting, that title, because of this Instagram post, The Beast in the Mirror. Okay, and I had shared this with you earlier in my previous video, that on this Reddit post, Trump was likely the moonchild that Aleister Crowley wrote about decades ago. It was even ensured that Trump was born on a blood moon. Is Trump the moonchild, and then this letter was written by Aleister Crowley on Trump's birthday, talking again about the moonchild. Now here is a post on X. Interesting that it actually was shared on October 31st, just a few months ago here, October 31st, 2024. Donald Trump is Aleister Crowley's moonchild. Donald Trump, the moonchild thread. Okay, so let's take a look at this ad by Donald Trump, where he became the moon and was in front of the sun. So what did you guys think about that? The most important event is happening in 2024. We will save America. Well, if you want to look at it, Trump being the moon, then he brought the darkness. He's bringing the darkness. Okay. That's the other thing about this moon on January 28th. It's a dark phase of the moon as it faces the goat Capricorn 7 days after the announcement of Stargate. And remember, this is the second dark moon of the month, so this is also a blue moon. Something is going on here with Donald Trump as the moonchild. Okay, so I'm just sharing information with you guys. I pray you are blessed. Please leave me information. Please email me if you have more information about all of this. Okay, I pray you guys are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.